Bethany. Bethany!
The second period of Manifest closed with a hazardous finale. As many of the period storylines merged, confidence was tried and lives were risked. There was a decent arrangement of goals, yet there were likewise many cliffhangers to keep fans enthusiastic and speculating as they sat tight for the following season. Luckily, showrunner Jeff Rake partook in interviews with EW and TV Line, where he prodded a portion of the significant improvements that fans can expect in Season 3. Here are 10 things to anticipate from Season 3 of Manifest. But before we get started, please like, comment, and share this video with all the Manifestation fans. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for instant updates. So let us get started without wasting any time. Number 10. Sanvi is seen wrestling with her guilt. Gurlil, first of all, it's your life. Don't feel guilty about it. Yeah! Things went crazy for Sanvi in the Season 2 finale when she defied the Major. She harmed the Major to get the data she required, and in their battle, the glass vial containing the remedy broke. It wasn't Sanvi's aim to kill the Major, yet the Major's blood is on her hands. Sanvi will grapple with the blame of submitting a homicide that she won't ever expect. She's constantly been a character who attempts to make the best choice. But unfortunately, this wrongdoing will frequent her as she attempts to push ahead. Number 9. Sanvi pays consequences for her actions. Coming from number 10, this one was pretty obvious, right? Any fan can guess that she will have to pay for her deeds, but what will be the most exciting part? Not exclusively will Sanvi grapple with blame. However, she'll likewise need to confront ramifications for her activities. In the wake of submitting murder, she could be on the run from the police, which could incorporate fundamental characters like Michaela or Jared. She probably won't have the option to depend on Vance this time, as even before the Major's demise, Vance felt like Sanvi was wild and had gone excessively far. He might not have any desire to help conceal her wrongdoing, regardless of whether it's an option for him. Sanvi's standard partners may be not able to help her, as she's compelled to go up against the results of her activities all alone. Number 8. Some discoveries will be made by TJ in Egypt. In the penultimate scene of Season 2, TJ discovered he had taken a temporary job in Egypt. Because of Egypt's association with Al-Zuras and his diary, TJ accepts that he can study the callings and the passing date in Egypt. Although the showrunner did not really discuss TJ in the interview meeting, they are likely building this character for something big. It would look bad to spend such a large amount of the period on his character, save him from seemingly unavoidable demise, and eradicate him from the show. However, TJ has put something aside for an explanation, and that reason is unquestionably connected to his temporary job in Egypt. Number 7. Some of the 828 characters are not so benevolent. In Season 3, fans will meet more travelers from Flight 828, except that some of them will not be just about as kind-hearted as the Stone family or Sanvi. While a traveler like Adrian utilized the callings misinformed, he wasn't remorseless or degenerate. The nearest model there's been Griffin, a criminal who passed on not long in the wake of utilizing the callings for his self-centered increases. Unfortunately, it seems as though Season 3 will highlight travelers who have the callings and use them for evil, which will make the Stone family's central goal even more convoluted pushing ahead. Number 6. Does Zeke's survival make sense? Seconds in the wake of saving Cal and arising out of the cold profundities underneath, Zeke died similarly as the passing date expected. However, just minutes after the fact, the freezing harm delivered on him for such a long time was fixed, and he was alive and solid once more. Ben expects that Zeke will endure essentially because he confided in and followed the callings straight up to the end. While this is conceivable, it's anything but a distorted answer that doesn't completely disclose Zeke's revisitation of the place where he is living. Season 3 will see Ben, Michaela, and different travelers endeavoring to all the more likely comprehend what befell Zeke when his passing date showed up, and how that affects them as their demise date moves nearer. Number 5. The Return of the Shadows. Ooh, thrilling! Initially, Cal was spooked by a calling highlighting 3 inauspicious shadows. The shadows were uncovered to be 3 meth sellers. Michaela captured them regardless of the callings, advising her to release them. At the point when the vendors got away from detainment, they abducted Cal as retaliation against Michaela. From the outset, it seemed like every one of them 3 suffocated underneath the ice during the Season 2 finale. However, fans know better before the finish of the scene when it was uncovered that no bodies were found. The showrunner guaranteed these characters would return amazingly, and that will have huge legendary ramifications for the show. Maybe they will go through time similarly as Zeke and the travelers of Flight 828 have, but with an entirely different and game-evolving experience. Number 4. The onset of fear towards the passengers. Ah, well, fear. Not something that you want to witness every day. Would the story look monotonous, or a new little angle would be introduced to make it interesting? We genuinely cannot wait. The Season 2 finale finished with the tail blade of Flight 828 being pulled from the sea. The plane couldn't have landed safely in New York and had collided with the sea also. This brings up difficult issues about the travelers. Jeff Rake clarified in his meetings that these inquiries would make the world dread the travelers once more. The dread will be more inescapable than that of the disdain bunch known as the Xers. This will be a lot greater as individuals throughout the planet question and dread who and what the Flight 828 travelers really are. Number 3. Science meets mythology. The tailblade of Flight 828 will dispatch a re-established examination concerning the travelers and what truly occurred on the plane. Science will conflict with the show's folklore as the examination attempts to make quick work of reality. There's the folklore of the callings, the demise date, going through time, and the wide range of various remarkable things that the travelers have encountered. It will be entrancing to perceive how this folklore blends in with a more logical way to clarify the plane's secret and the travelers. Now that's an exciting combination that we dig. Number 2. Introduction of a new integral character. Is it just us, or do you also think it's common for showrunners to introduce new characters after every 2 seasons? We hope at least this character can spice things up. Jeff Rake additionally guaranteed fans that a significant new character will be presented in Season 3. This character will be so fundamental to the story that it will be hard to review what the show resembled without this individual in later seasons. No different subtleties were given about the character. It very well may be a Flight 828 traveler who hasn't been presented at this point, a character like Zeke who went through time under various conditions and has the callings, or even another administration official to supplant the Major. Number 1. The love triangle grows more complicated. The Michaela-Zeke-Jared love triangle was at that point pretty messy, and Zeke's startling endurance will just make it more convoluted. Michaela and Zeke got hitched before Zeke's passing date to exploit barely any opportunity they had left together. Jared came to terms with their relationship, yet numerous fans trusted it simply because he figured the relationship would terminate. Zeke's endurance overcame the presumption of everybody in this triangle and will rethink the elements indeed. The showrunner likewise prodded that he trusts Michaela worked really hard compartmentalizing her affections for Jared. However, those sentiments may not remain compartmentalized, pushing ahead. Exhilarating, right? We can't put into words how excited we are for the new season and what all there is to expect from it. That was it for today. Let us know your views in the comments section and stay tuned to our channel. See you all in the next video, but in the meantime, please like, comment, and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon.